Welcome to my game of Football Manager 2017, currently with Wigan in February 2034. And my next game is at home to Bristol Rovers, who I actually quite like their kit, strangely enough. I used to live near Bristol. I used to work in Bristol at one point even. I've got relatives down there. But never actually seen Rovers play at home. I have seen them play away from home. It was a good day out. Anyway, my team is going to be exactly the same team that went out last time. Absolutely no changes whatsoever. So, nothing really to discuss about any of it. Though I have had a report from my wonderful coaching staff about players who are effectively not good enough for the squad anymore and should be set to not needed and are not playing up to their wage level, etc. But essentially there's going to be a huge night of the long knives at the end of this season. That's for revenge. Because I've got a huge, well for me it's a huge squad, including a lot of players who I do not rate who are playing in the under-23s. So there's a lot of people who are going to reach the end of their contract and get released, and there are a lot of people who are just going to get put on the transfer list for a nominal amount, if anything. They will be either sold or released. More than likely released. Mainly so I can get my wage bill down by a reasonable amount, so I can then go and hire some better defenders for next season. But that's still 3 months off, 3-4 months off before that really starts to happen. I've still got, I don't know how many games left. Actually, let me see if I can find it. League table. Yes, this is only game 31 of the league table, so even after this game there's at least 15 games left, assuming I don't make it into the playoffs. Oh, and the Newcastle United manager, who was vicious and cruel in his comments about me at one point, got sacked this week, which made me happy. Although he's got a wage budget of about 2.5 times what I've got with the Wigan side, and he still failed, so he deserved to get fired, because with a wage budget of that size you should really be doing better than managing to achieve a lofty height of 10th in League One. I'd be surprised if he didn't have the biggest wage budget in the division. And I have no desire to apply for that job either, so maybe at some point, but I'm enjoying my Wigan team too much at the moment. Thank you, ref. That was a bit of a blatant foul right in front of you. Yes, it's entirely possible I will take other jobs. Oh, Newcastle are losing, as it just flashed up in the right hand corner there. So their current caretaker manager is failing too. But yeah, I may apply for other jobs at some point in the future, but like I say, at the moment I'm enjoying my Wigan team, and if I get fired, well then I'll be looking for another job. But I do tend to stick with the club that I choose for quite a while, until I either get completely and utterly bored and stale at it, I become too successful, which can become too boring. Oh, streaked it. You're kidding me, you fouled him in the box, are you a moron? Great. Really can't say enough about my wonderful defender, Mr. D. Thomas. Unlucky, Kennett, you almost got to that. Who gave away a stupid penalty. And if I had anybody to replace him with, I would. Yes, what was I muttering on about before I gave away a stupid penalty? Yes, I tend to get bored when I get too successful at a club, or I achieve mediocrity and can't get past mediocrity. And yes, the same team can go out for the second half. Pitiful though it was in the first half. I do frequently run into mid-season slumps with teams that I manage. Although this team I ran into an early season slump, a mid-season slump, and I'm sure I'll run into a late season slump as well. I can't seem to get the ball. I'm already a goal down. This is not going to plan. Okay, the passing got a little better there. Not a lot. We actually look like we're moving forward. Until Chamberlain decided to have a long-range blast at nothing in particular. Well, at least he's taking shots, I suppose. That's the best thing I can say about Chamberlain. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! This referee from Bristol. Chance of the referees or wanker should be hurling around this stadium, amongst other abuses. He saved that? I thought that'd gone in. Okay, Wallace. Could have been worse. Yeah, my defence is playing badly, my midfield is playing okay, and my forward line is playing meh. Oh great, here comes a cross, and we're outnumbered 4-1-3 in the centre of the area. Yes, and I thought they might get yet another penalty there as well. As did the Bristol Rovers guy lying on the ground appealing for one. Seriously, we can do it. Give him every free... Oh great, free kick now, a corner. I'm getting sick of this. And naturally I'm going to be second to that ball because my guys have decided to take the day off and be lethargic. And clumsy. Seriously guys, there were two of you closer to the ball than Turner and you just left him to run into trouble. This is just ridiculously bad. Right, McGlade, get off the field. Turner, get off the field. I haven't seen anything from you particularly interesting, Thomas, so I will do what I don't normally and put 3 substitutes on at the same time. Just to see if a boost of energy actually helps in any way, shape or form. Yes, it was close, but let's face it, the situation of miss of an inch is as good as a miss of a mile. Thank you, defence. Stand there like a set of statues. That really wasn't a brilliant goal, as the commentary says. That was my defence standing in a cluster like a bunch of statues. Look at them. All three of them just standing there. They completely and utterly, thanks to their stupidity, made it impossible for my goalkeeper to have a chance at that. Well, that was an inspiring three-man substitution that really paid off, didn't it? Do a substitution and immediately go a second goal down. Oh, maybe Headley can get an actual cross in. He did, but it wasn't a great one. Should have been lower and across the 6-yard box. But at least he did it. At least he got a cross in. Somewhat better. Chamberlain, stop being you're going to end up with a very short career, Chamberlain, if you don't stop being an idiot. Lucky Howard. Well, yes, it's a shot at the near post that a goalkeeper should really be standing there to stop. But I thought you did well to get a shot in, to be honest. Give each other some options, never mind. Oh, lucky bounce. Then an unlucky bounce. Well, 3 dropped points. Yes, my team is going to feel my wrath at the end of this one. Oh, well done, Liam Berry. Really had an outstanding second half, or part of the second half, by managing to get yourself booked on top of everything else. That was a tad embarrassing. And that drops me back out of the playoffs into 8th. Well, like I said, there's still 15 games to go. And yes, there's not really much I can say about that. One stupid penalty, one dodgy penalty that got saved, and then 3 men standing in the 6-yard box like statues to gift them the second goal. Oh well. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching the incompetence of my wonderful side that I spent so much time and effort putting together. And hopefully I will see you down the road.